Will MAE be the first mutant in the Planet of the Apes universe? In several of our previous videos, we have talked about different theories about the kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. But one of these theories has stood out above the rest, and that is the theory that MAE is an astronaut. The funny thing is that all the clues in the trailer pointed to that. From the clothes she is wearing while being rescued by Noah, the main character, to the fact that in the trailer, Proximus Caesar's men appear to be carrying her through an area similar to where George Taylor was in the original movies. But what would you think if I told you that there was another explanation, and a much more complicated one? This is because MAE could be a human who has arrived not from the sky, but from the depths of the Earth itself. Do you think there's a possibility that MAE is actually a mutant? In this video, we will be talking about the theory that Proximus Caesar will face the mutants. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. First, let's go over the reasons why we think MAE is no ordinary human. In the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes trailer, we can see her wearing a blue shirt and what appears to be a suit. The same one that some have claimed is similar to the astronaut's suit in several movies. But why would she be an astronaut, and what exactly is Icarus? Icarus, in the new Planet of the Apes trilogy, is a spaceship that is briefly mentioned, establishing a connection to the original films. In Rise of the Planet of the Apes, it is seen on the news that the Icarus spaceship has been launched and is later reported to be lost in space. Although some people claim that mentioning the Icarus spaceship in a newspaper was simply an homage to the previous films, we must understand that astronauts and time travel are fundamental things in this universe, although it is understood that these are elements that are not to everyone's liking. However, although MAE could be an astronaut, there is another explanation. One that could be even more complicated for the apes. MAE could be a mutant. But what exactly are these mutants? In the movie Beneath the Planet of the Apes, we met these humans after astronaut Brent confronts them. Brent is the sole survivor of a second spaceship, which crashes in the Forbidden Zone. He realizes he is in year 3955, but he assumes he is on another planet. Brent finds Nova, who is wearing Taylor's tags, and heads towards the Forbidden Zone, where he meets these humans from the future. The mutants are descendants of humans who survived a nuclear holocaust. Residing in the ancient caves of the New York subway, these mutants developed telepathic powers as a result of genetic mutations caused by nuclear radiation. In addition to telepathy, they have the ability to create illusions and exercise mind control. Their physical appearance is noticeably different due to the mutations, showing deformities and altered skin. Despite their powers, these mutants fail to repel the ape invasion led by General Ursus. But then, could MAE be a mutant? In the original movies, the mutants lived in the depths of New York. This is not the same place where we see MAE. However, it wasn't always this way. According to the stories of this universe, the mutants were survivors of a nuclear war, which occurred in 1990, and were kept under tunnels all over the world. They then established a city in the ruins of New York to worship their god, the nuclear bomb. So it is possible that there are mutants in the area of humans, at the time of Noah and Proximus Caesar. Proximus Caesar is in search of ancient technology, and it is possible that if mutants exist in this era, they coincide with Proximus Caesar. Perhaps MAE is a mutant abducted by the men of Proximus and then saved by Noah. It is possible that what we know as mutants in the time of Proximus Caesar are closer to the original humans and do not have powers yet. Maybe that's why MAE has clothes of a normal human, because she comes from the ruins of the human civilization of mutants who live in hiding, trying to survive. If MAE is really a mutant, or the first mutant, this could forever change the history of this world, as we could be seeing the origin, not only of the ape civilization we saw in the original movies, but also of the mutant civilization. At the end of the movie, MAE could escape with other humans to the Forbidden Zone, to live underground, near some nuclear bombs, while Noah and Raka create a religion with all its rules, to prevent apes like Proximus Caesar from approaching this place. Perhaps, that is why it seems that both apes and mutants, in the original stories, maintained a certain respect for the Forbidden Zone. And of course, this would explain why it was forbidden in the first place, as Noah wanted to keep the peace between those mutants and humans. Perhaps, we could see an agreement between MAE, Noah, and Raka at the end of the third movie that would lead us in a way to the stories of the original movies. This is a rather interesting theory, and one that would change the idea that MAE is an astronaut. However, the astronaut theory, I think, carries more weight, and I think it is the one that will end up being correct, as all the clues in the trailer lean more that we will see the new generation of the Icarus spaceship. This doesn't mean I'm saying that this trilogy is connected to the previous films. I think they occur in their own timeline, but if we want to understand how the story of this new trilogy will be, we must look at the original films, as the director himself has mentioned, that they take inspiration from those films. And of course, I think they are elements that will always be repeated in the history of this universe. If this theory is confirmed, the plot of the film could develop as follows. Proximus Caesar, in his tireless search for human technology, discovers a subway civilization and captures MAE. Subsequently, Noah and MAE meet, and Noah manages to rescue MAE from the hands of Proximus Caesar. After this encounter, MAE, Noah, and Raka join forces to confront Proximus Caesar, finally defeating him. This confrontation and resolution could be key events in the trilogy. In the end, with Proximus Caesar defeated, an important pact is established. Apes and humans will decide to live separately. In this new order, Raka establishes the Apes Law, which forbids apes to approach the Forbidden Zone, a place that becomes a sacred boundary and a reminder of the peace achieved. At the same time, MAE emerges as the first leader of the mutants, a character that emerges as fundamental in the future stories. Or at least this would be the theory. But tell me, what do you think of the theory that MAE is the first mutant in the Planet of the Apes universe? Do you think it's possible? And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on the Oasis Geek.